Like all graceful sports, nothing is as easy as it looks. The same can be said for manufacturing these sleek pieces of kit. The pros may know how the best boards are produced, but what about everyone else? Here's an insider's guide to making snowboards. The snowboard is the delight of winter sports enthusiasts. At its core, it's a simple, thin sheet of wood. Various types can be used depending on the style of the board being made. Bindings have to be firmly attached to the board, so holes are drilled for inserts to which the bindings will be secured. A template allows for precise drilling. A thick board can be too rigid, so width is all important. Planing reduces the board to the required depth. A shaping procedure then refines the board's contours. At this point, the board is still perfectly flat with no curvature at all. The boards have to be stored upright to await their next step. Now, aluminium inserts must be secured, which are embedded in the wood. This thin sheet of fiberglass affords better support for the inserts. The still embryonic board is clamped to a bench, enabling precision work to be carried out. Epoxy, an extremely strong adhesive, is applied to the fiberglass at room temperature. It's then essential to remove any excess epoxy and to eliminate all air bubbles. The top part of the board is made of a resistant plastic, applied by an ingenious silkscreen process. Then a small squeegee spreads a coat of the base colour ink evenly across the board. Each application is called a pass. Colours have to be added one at a time. Now the board must be curved. Extreme pressures will be used. When the mould is closed, the board is given the desired curve. Heat generated from the mould makes the epoxy on the board set and harden. Now the right shape, the board is removed from the mould and any excess epoxy and wood are removed by a bandsaw. To achieve a beautifully clean cut, the saw blade is changed after every 50 boards. It's highly precise work and carried out manually. Then the silkscreen press is brought into action again as it applies another colour, this time the red. Now the snowboard must be protected. An ultra-thin shower of varnish will form a hardened shield. The board passes beneath this curtain and then moves into a dryer for a 6-hour stay. Sanding removes surplus varnish from the edges of the board. New holes are pierced into the board to locate the inserts installed at the beginning of production. This sander removes imperfections in the hardened varnish and prepares the board for its second varnish coating. Then the plastic base is sanded to obtain the desired finish. The board is checked and a razor blade verifies that the different coats are well adhered to one another. For a luxury touch, selected boards get an engraved aluminium insert. The board is now finally ready for action. With over 500 snowboards in 30 different models produced each day, this factory offers the snowboarder the tools to express their skills.